Ever tried to read a book and felt like your brain was melting? Or sat down to work and suddenly scrolling became your full-time job? Yeah, same. But what if I told you this isn't your fault? Your brain's been hijacked. And the culprit? It's in your pocket. It's glowing. And it knows you better than you know yourself. We used to talk about addiction in terms of alcohol or heroin. Now, it's Netflix, it's Instagram, it's TikTok. We don't even call it addiction. We call it life. But here's the twist. What we're facing now isn't just too much screen time. According to psychiatrist Dr. Ala Kanogia, this is something called end-stage screen addiction, a deep-rooted dependency that's quietly reprogramming our motivation, our habits, and even our sense of identity. Sound dramatic? Maybe. But let's break it down. Remember when reading a book used to be fun? Or when a walk outside felt refreshing? If you're now bored by literally everything that doesn't involve a screen, you might be experiencing what Dr. K calls terminal boredom. It's not just I'm bored, it's I can't enjoy anything that isn't instantly stimulating. Here's why dopamine, the pleasure chemical in your brain, gets dumped in huge amounts when you scroll, binge, or game. Over time, your brain adapts. It removes dopamine receptors to protect itself. So things that used to be enjoyable now feel flat. Books feel lifeless. Conversations are too slow. Walks are pointless. Only screens can match the intensity your brain now expects. And the worst part? It feels like you've become lazy or broken. But you're not. You're chemically outmatched. Video games, social media, and apps have figured out how to exploit your brain's built-in drives. Mastery, control, connection, identity. You level up in a game, build a social persona online, collect likes, trophies, achievements. It feels like progress. But while your virtual self evolves, your real life is frozen. This is what you call introspective failure. You start with big dreams, but slowly those dreams shrink. You skip internships, you drop hobbies, you stay home and game. Before you know it, you're 25, unemployed, unsure who you are, and disconnected from what you actually want out of life. You didn't fail. Your dreams were starved. And let's talk motivation, because most people say, I just don't have the willpower. But here's the kicker. It's not about willpower. It's about dopamine. The less you enjoy something, the more willpower it takes to do it. And if you've drained all your dopamine on games, porn, or scrolling, your motivation to do anything meaningful flatlines. You're not lazy. You're neurologically bankrupt. That's why even thinking about working out or applying for a job feels overwhelming. Not because you're weak, but because your dopamine's been spent on cheap hits. Your brain remembers what felt good, and it craves that again. Real life? Too slow, too hard, not enough sparkles and sounds. And as this goes on, something even more subtle begins to decay. Your executive function. That's the part of your brain that plans, sets goals, and makes decisions. But here's the thing. Screens don't ask you to plan anything. Netflix autoplays. Games drop you straight into action. Social media curates your feed. Your brain doesn't have to work for reward. It just taps, scrolls, consumes. So when real life asks for effort, like organizing a trip, preparing a resume, or even cooking a meal, it feels impossible. Your brain isn't trained for it anymore. It's rusted. Globally, we're watching a mental health crisis unfold, especially among young people. In Japan, the hikikomori phenomenon, over 1 million young people completely withdrawn from society, continues to grow. In the US and Europe, youth depression, anxiety, and ADHD diagnoses are at all-time highs. The only thing rising faster than mental illness is screen time. Coincidence? Now, just to be clear, screens aren't evil. Technology isn't the devil, but when $1 billion industry is competing to hijack your attention, and the only thing protecting you is your frontal lobe, you're fighting a rigged game. So what do? You don't need to quit technology, but you do need to wake up. Notice what's happening. Pay attention to how you feel after 3 hours of scrolling versus after a walk or a real conversation. Delay screen use in the morning. Reinforce real-world actions that build identity, skill, and connection. Slowly, consistently. Because here's the truth. Your brain isn't broken. It's just been tricked. And once you start reclaiming your focus, your goals, your actual desires, you'll be shocked at how much of you is still in there just waiting to be remembered.